What's up, y'all? This is Rom coming back at you with another smartphone couch video. You still have to talk to women. You still have to talk to women. And you know what? I was inspired to do this because I've been saying this, but I was inspired to do this video because I saw a short from an interview I did with this brother Darren. And his YouTube channel is a podcast for men. There's a link to the short and his channel in the description box. I gotta follow him. He be interviewing some heavy hitters and stuff. And this brother's a true genius bruiser. I met him at the Houston Self-Improvement Summit. I mean, this brother, absolute genius, and he'll take you in a boxing ring too, and he had played D1 football. But I thought about that clip because it comes down to a basic. Because even when I say body game, what do I say? It's the foundation. You still gotta talk to her. When I talk about the 4 pillars of game, you know, shout out Master Teacher BGS. I said, yeah, you gotta have that bait. You know, you gotta have that bait as he pointed out, but you also gotta talk to him. And one of the things I'm seeing with a lot of guys, there's so much focus on, just the looks max and, you know, or you gotta have money, you gotta have height and all of that. And yeah, all of that is great. It's great to get the woman over there. And as I've said several times, there was a model, there was this model guy. I'll see if I can find a link to that too, where he said it's a model, actual model said, you know, your looks only get you 40 extra seconds. Look, I don't care what you got. You can say you got money. Hey, you can have that nice car. You can have that blatant money. Hey, even if you want a trick, you still got to talk to them. Because there's no situation. Let me say that again. Well, nah, there's one maybe situation. Nah, even then you got to talk to them. The situation I was going to say where you might not have to talk to them, you meet them at a party or something. Even then, you still got to say something. Because I remember when I was younger going to parties more and I hooked up with some women just right away and just talk. I still had to talk to them a little bit. And I'm saying that because that's really a biggest problem with a lot of guys. Even when I was doing those handsome man videos last year, you know, guys were saying, well, they say I look good and everything. It comes down to your conversation. You got to have it. You got to have it. You know, your body game, your looks, your height, money, whatever. You can have a perfect face. Genetic for all the face guys, period, it's just face. You still got to open your mouth. Because what do I always say? I even said it in my book, Nice Guys and Players. You know, a woman will look at a man and say, he fine. Oh, he cute, he fine. You know, then he open his mouth and they be like, he was fine till he opened his mouth. You still got to have that conversation. See, understand something. A lot of guys talking about the nature of women and nature of this. One of their main natures is they love to talk. Think about it. They love to talk. Shoot, you can get a woman in bed just having a regular conversation with her. Seriously. Seriously, you ain't even, shoot, there's been quite a few times and stuff. I ain't say anything like about sex or let's do this or, you know, like be talking about sex. Just had that conversation, then I'll be like, well, let's go back to my spot or your spot or wherever. They already know. Because, see, one of the things with women, like I say, they love to communicate. They just love to talk. If you can hold a decent conversation with a woman, you can get one. Just a decent conversation, seriously. I know some guys don't believe that, but then the guys who don't believe that, if you really look at them, they don't really talk to women. That's really it. When you get guys who got all this problem, I'll be like, damn, you ever talk to women? Now, I know, you know, women can say whatever, but it's not even about what the woman is saying. Just talk to her. Even when she bullshitting, if you can have that conversation with her, she thinking about it, you know? Because one of the things, if you're talking with a woman, no matter what's coming out of her mouth, if she feel comfortable, If she feel comfortable talking with you, that goes a long way to turning her on sexually, because as I talked about in my book, Sexual Chemistry, one of the main things, well, even in Nice Guys and Players, one of the main things is getting a woman comfortable. Because women most of the time going to have up a defense against a man. And yeah, you can look good. And actually, if you look good, her defenses are up even more. Because she thinking, oh, he'll play this or that. But then you start talking to her, get her comfortable, get her laughing, can flow in that conversation with her. She gets nice and comfortable. And this is another reason why some guys who might not look like all of that, which, like I said the other day, most of us are average looking. But you see some guys with some women, and you're like, how he get her? Now I say it's sex, but then even to get to that point, he got her comfortable. I actually know of situations. Actually, I told you, a third of my clients are women. Third of my consultation clients are women. And then I got a lot of acquaintances, women, and they always say, he was good to talk to. He made them laugh, and not even trying to be some people call it being a gesture, but just having that regular conversation. It goes a long way. Because if you get a woman talking, she's comfortable and stuff, all of a sudden you even start looking better to her. Like say you start, even though women don't really use numbers, say you start out, we'll use that for, because most men understand the numbers. Okay, let's say she see you as a 5, but then you start talking, she get comfortable, she find you interesting, you got good conversation skills. All of a sudden, you start looking better. That gives you maybe about 1 or 2 points. All of a sudden, you're a 7, And that's seriously, the mouthpiece is real. The mouthpiece is real, Because what you have is, because that's why, seriously, I've seen some guys, they may do videos, they complain, and, it's just coming down to that conversation. Even some guys who might be considered non-select, they scared to talk to the woman and stuff. And let me address that too. Women don't bite, unless you want them to, unless y'all into some kinky stuff, or she really turned on, but shoot. Why be scared to talk to a woman? I mean, the worst she can say is get the fuck out of her face. Even if you just say hi to random women in the streets, In fact, here's an easy way. Just simply being polite, Seriously, just simply being polite, Excuse me, thank you, Watch out, something. I mean, seriously, just like a little small talk can take you a long way with some women, Because like I said, they're defensive, and then also their attraction is not just on a physical level. A lot of guys focusing on just the physical level because, as men, that's all we looking at. Let's just be real. A lot of men, most men, really, they'll deal with a woman. She can be like blah, 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 and, they'll still get with her if she fine. Women, if you fine to the woman, it's like, okay, that opens the door to the next step. That opens the door to the next step with women, because they're just as emotional. How do you affect a woman emotionally? And then also, they're also social, They're also social. How do you carry yourself? They thinking about all that. Women looking for that connection and shit, They need to feel something from a man. That's why I say, sex appeal and looks ain't the same thing. Like if a man got what they would consider a sexy attitude or something, they'll still get with him even if you don't look like all that. Hello, Peter Davidson. Seriously, that goes a long way. That goes a long way because see, overall, the thing with women, like I say, they look at everything. They don't stop at your face. Any man who think that, I know they ain't getting no pussy. Yeah, I'm gonna say it like that because we gotta be raw with it. Seriously, I've been out here too long. Been out here too long, and then you always get somebody say, "Well, you don't know what's going on." Let's see. My oldest son is 20, and then my youngest son is 17. And shit, and my youngest son, 17-year-old son, got invited to a party by his little girl I met out. And every now and then he showed me the text he get from some little girl. So what the fuck? But one thing about him, they call him a little comedian. People know him. Found out from one of his teachers. They say, yeah, he's a comedian. Social. He welcoming people to school. But it's just that conversation. Seriously. It's just that conversation and everything. And that's why you practice. That's why I tell guys, start off by saying, just practice, start saying hi to 3 women a day. Just hi, Jay. And that's just to build a muscle up so you get used to it. Then when you run into a woman, you can start off saying hi, then, some conversation. Like, I always talk about, like, the women in this area who work at different stores. And, they know me, everything. Went into a local restaurant this past weekend, had the server. She was like, hey, I love serving y'all. She's cool. Be getting extras, getting meals paid for, discounts, extra food. Shoot. And how I do that? I just simply talk to them. Be like, hey, how you doing? Hey, good day today. Boom. Get the great service, extras and everything. Shit. Going to some stores, just grocery stores and stuff. I always know somebody somewhere. And all I'm doing is talking. If I see somebody enough, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? Seriously. That's it. That's it. Just have a regular conversation and stuff. And you're not trying to get with every single woman. See, that's another thing too. Too many guys thinking, if you just talk to a woman, just talk to her, try to get some. Nah, you don't have to. You talking just to communicate and stuff, because here's 2 things. One, she might have a buddy. I've had some women ask me, hey, you with anybody? I got a friend you might like. Or, up to this day. Or, by talking with them, you build, like I said, you building that muscle. So then when you see that woman you want to talk to, she got that nice body, whatever. Shoot, there ain't nothing. It's like breathing to you to just go talk to her. Because you got to. It's like you can't get past that. What y'all think? You think she just going to see how good you look and how much money you got? Let's throw all of that in there. You think she going to be quiet? She going to at least ask your name. Then she going to want to see what's up because she want to make sure you ain't crazy. Shoot, she got to click with you. Because on a deeper level, the way to make a woman have an orgasm is to hit her at her heart. Now, how you going to do that without talking to her? Seriously, you still got to talk. You still got to talk. You still got to have a conversation. Hell, indeed, I get hit up every night. I get hit up a lot, and the guys say, why the woman, they were talking, and then the woman just got turned off. That's one of the things. I mean, it is what it is. Women get turned off. You could say something, and she get turned off. Or as women call it, instant dryness. But only way you're gonna know what you say and what you do is to talk. And even then, sometimes you ain't gonna help. So, and you know what? Here's the thing: if a woman's turned off by something you said, or even something you did, okay, that's kind of good. That's probably saving you some stuff. Because only women who will proceed if she ain't feeling your conversation is somebody who's feeling your money. She want to use you then, and she'll give you whatever bullshit you want to hear. And even then, here's another thing too. And this is for a lot of younger men especially, because so many men get caught up because they so busy looking at that big round butt on her, they ain't really listening to what she's saying. You gotta listen. Shoot, you gotta talk to a woman, make sure she ain't crazy. And men who actually routinely get women know this. Because I can understand some guys who ain't, they having trouble with women, they don't see this. But if you're a guy and you routinely been on dates, had sex, been in relationships, all of that, all of a sudden you like, you know what? You got to talk to women to know what's on their minds. There's a lot of crazy women out there, And sometimes if you listen to her, you get a woman comfortable talking, she'll tell you her crazy. She'll tell you her crazy, She'll say something. You'd be like, oh. If you're smart. A lot of guys don't. They just mesmerized by the booty, Oh, for the other guys, the breastises. Oh, incidentally, some guy thought I really love breastises. No, that's just comedy. That's just comedy. Okay, as long as they got enough, so I know they female. But I'm more the lower half guy. Man, I'm more the lower half guy, you know. Big butt and thighs though. Thick thighs save lives. So you got that. I'm in a trance myself. Shoot. Robert shaving. Hey, Robert trim his mustache and everything for big butted thighs. But look, man. No matter what, man. No matter what, you still gotta talk to him. No matter what. I mean, you can't get past that. You know, yeah, your bait is great. Definitely body game. Fix your face up as best as possible. You know, got that nice style. Definitely have that. That's just the bait. I don't care who you are. You still gotta talk to them. Even if you introverted, you can still have a conversation. You can still. The woman ain't gonna just grab you and take you along. Hell, even women who pay for gigolos, the only thing they paying for is also the conversation. They're also paying for the conversation. Even women who pay for the man, part of their game is the conversation. So, anyway, that's it for now, y'all. That's it for now. I'll get back with y'all. Tomorrow. Got my regular stuff. And check out my, my main video today. Talking about the true nature of a woman. You see it in the shadow world. And hell, even to get into the shadow, load up. Let me jump on something real quick. A lot of guys asking, the physicality. Yeah, they check you out for the physicality, but then they're gonna have a conversation with you, see where you stand sexually and how discreet you can be. And if you got issues, like you be talking, you express some judgment about a woman's sexuality, or you don't seem comfortable. If they start bringing up some sexual subjects, they'll throw it out, and see how you respond. That conversation, they'll lock you out if you ain't saying the right things. And I know some people will say, well, what can I say? What can I do? Well, dude, that's when you work on the bait to even get them over there. So you gotta get out there, talk. You gotta talk to them. No matter what. I don't give a shit how much money you got, how handsome you are, how tall you are, what race you are, because people be throwing race in like some dudes can't fuck with their own race. There's something I'm going to say one day, but I'm going to wait. And I'm going to be in rant mode because I'm going to hurt some feelings with it. But anyway, that's all I got for now, y'all. Couch video. I'm gonna walk up to the gym. I ain't want to be walking in the street and shit. There's no excitement, especially when it's only like a block. And go up here and stuff. Get back to my other gym next week. I'll probably go back and forth between them both, depending on what I gotta do. Cause Rom's time for doing stuff, I'm like, dang, I'm be up 3 a.m. and stuff. Be working damn near to like 7 p.m. Working more, but yeah, brother gotta make his money, and I'm a workaholic. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got. Get back with y'all. Peace and blessings.